What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? Podcast about life in the music industry. I'm your host, Patrick Tarnowski. With me is Matt Reed, as always. And today, we're doing something a little different. You know, we're switching it up. Normally, we do like music. You know, we've even had like a freaking movie star on before. That was tight. But today, we got Chey from Emo Yoga on the show, and maybe we'll learn some yoga moves.
Please.
I actually for a bit I had some neck problems, and I started doing like yoga on YouTube and like just trying to do it. I never did it really well, but I tried. It helped.
There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no right or wrong way.
It's just doing it.
You just do it.
It's kind of like music. If you like it, just fucking do it.
You just fuck around and find out, and you just do it.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. I like that. That's the way like everything should be done. Just fuck around and find out. Try it out.
It's pretty much where emo yoga came from. Fuck around and find out.
I love that. You know, let's actually we'll chat about that. So like you started your yoga certification back in like 2021. Before we get into emo yoga, what started you on your yoga journey? What made you want to start learning yoga in the first place?
So I was a big gym rat for a long time. I would go to the gym a lot, and it was 2017 actually, and my back went out for no apparent reason. No one can tell me why. It was just middle of the day, my back went out, and I went to the chiropractor, and I spent a couple weeks working with massage therapists, even medical doctors, because the pain was turning into tingling and numbness. And then when I went back to work, just standing for 8 hours a day was really like agitating. Like I was like, oh, this hurts. I got to go lay down. So I couldn't go back to the gym, not right away at least. So I kind of thought about like, oh, well, if I do yoga, then I can stretch and I can get my mobility back. My back will be better and I can go back to the gym. I don't go to the gym anymore. As soon as I found yoga, I never went back to the gym. Nice. But yeah, that's how it started. My back went out and I ended up going to a yoga studio trying to stretch it out. And here we are.
That's awesome. Like I like being a gym rat. I actually used to try and do that as well. There was before the pandemic, I was like, I'm gonna get muscular. I'm gonna bodybuild. I did it for like a year, and I didn't see the progress I wanted to. I don't think I did it right, and there is a right way to do that.
Yeah, the gym, yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know, honestly, like if you like, even back then when I was going to the gym all the time, I never really saw much of a difference either. Like I wanted to, but I was just like, oh, I guess I'm just doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, like, oh, I can see a difference. And I'm like, well, I don't see a difference. I don't know.
I don't. Where are my muscles?
Also, I just really love food. So I was never going for like the supermodel body. I was never gonna get there. Really carbs, bread.
I wanted to be The Rock so fucking bad. Like I would bought like I've got The Rock's Under Armour shoes. I've got his backpack. Man,
you were really manifesting it.
Like I wanted that. I just wanted to just flex out of a cast. like in Fast and the Furious when it's like, Daddy's got to go to work and flex. That's what I wanted for me. It never happened.
I want that for you now too. Let me know.
Okay, we'll chat later.
Like a year or two from now, when I come back for the second episode, you'll be like, "Hey, look, did it."
Look at this. Hold on, I broke my arm. No, I didn't. Just kidding.
It'll be like the yoga you taught me got me back to the gym.
That's right. I'm in. Mm-hmm. I'm into it.
What made you decide to do a emo yoga class instead of just a standard one?
So I went through yoga teacher training, YTT, and we're like halfway through the training, and there's this whole segment where they were discussing playlists and music, because I mean, it's actually kind of intimidating. I felt very intimidated during my certification. I was like, oh my God, like what am I gonna play? And they were like, well, you can just play whatever kind of music you like to listen to. And 100% of the time, there is going to be somebody in the room who's going to really like it. And I was like, nobody wants to listen to emo music while they do yoga. You know, yoga has this like, there's like the stereotype of like what yoga is and who yoga is for. And it's not like heavy metal, like emo music, like at all. It's like serene and just meditate and fucking transcend, project out of your body, right? So nobody wants to listen to emo music while they do yoga. But then I kind of sat with that for a minute and I was like, maybe they do. Maybe they do. So I work for a concert promotion company here in San Antonio, and my friend owns the company. So I called her up and I was like, hey, so I have this idea of doing emo yoga, and I think it would do really well if I did it in a concert venue. I just think that would really set the tone and kind of like bring more people in. And I thought that she was gonna be like, no, dude, I book concerts. I'm not gonna book your weird yoga class. And she was like, that's a great idea. I've never heard of that. Let's just do it. Let's fucking find out. And and that was about a year and a half ago. And so there's a music venue here in San Antonio, Texas that I do emo yoga at once or twice a month. And the first emo yoga I did was like 9 people, which was actually really shocking for me. I was like surprised 9 people showed up. I was like, oh.
That's awesome.
5 of them were my close friends, mind you, and they brought friends, and a couple of them brought friends with them. And then emo yoga just kind of took off from there. Like I said, I do it bi-weekly, so I do it like every other week or so.
Okay.
And a news station, like an online like news station, like they write articles, release them like on Instagram and like online, and they're called My SA. Shout out to them. They came out, like I've been doing it for like 2 or 3 months, I think. And they came out and they interviewed me and they wrote an article about it, and then it went viral in San Antonio. And after that, it was just selling out. Like I would have 2 posted and boom, they're both sold out. Okay, I'm gonna post 2 more. Boom, they're out. So for like 4 or 5 months, it was just, so I was like, damn, there's not enough room in this music venue. And then since then, it's just had like a consistent like group of people who come out, and there's always like new faces who are coming out. And I also teach at a yoga studio, and it's really fucking cool when I see the students at the yoga studio come out for it. And I was like, damn, you down for emo? I see you.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and since then it started to travel.
So
cool.
I saw that you where now my brain's probably not accurate, but it was like Panama,
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was earlier this year actually, May. And there's a yoga instructor. Her name is Crystal, out in Boston, and she does health goth yoga. And so we connected over Instagram, and she reached out to me and she asked me to teach emo yoga virtually for her, just to like sub a class because she was traveling at the time. And so I subbed that class. I did emo yoga virtually, and it was awesome. And I still do virtual emo yoga with her. And after that, she sent out another email and she was like, hey, who wants to co-host this retreat to Puerto Rico with me? And I was like, me. I'm going to do that. I really want to teach emo yoga in Puerto Rico. And that fucking happened. I was just, the whole experience, I was just like walking around in a dream. I felt like I was in an MTV house for one. It was just this huge, beautiful house. I was like, I feel like cameras should be following me or something. This is crazy.
It's just the yoga real world.
I'm just teaching emo yoga, and there's the fucking like ocean right there, and palm trees and iguanas. Have y'all ever been to Puerto Rico?
I have not.
Basically, no. Jurassic Park.
Nice.
That was my experience.
Like Jurassic Park pre-dinosaur breakout, or both?
Post. The iguanas are they're massive.
Yeah,
massive iguanas. Like I saw an iguana that had to have been like 8 feet across. We were driving and it stopped. There's an iguana covering the width of the road. I was like, and it had like big red spine. It was bright green. I was like, that is a dinosaur.
Did you name him?
No, but listen, the entire fucking time I was out there, I kept making this joke. I was like, I'm gonna put a vest on him, and that's gonna be my emotional support iguana. But then, like, anytime, and I mean, they give no fucks. They get like up in your business. We were sitting on the beach, and like this guy, he was like, y'all, there's an iguana right there. Literally, this iguana was like crawling up on us, and we just like got up and moved, and he was just like walking. I was
That's
like,
awesome. See, now when
got
you
scared.
said like emotional support animal and like putting a vest on it, you know, like my brain automatically did not like think of the work vest that would go on it, but like a denim punk rock patched vest on this iguana. And I feel that he would have that iguana would have really appreciated that.
Yeah, maybe. I heard that they can really fuck you up with their tails. So
yeah, I've heard iguanas really like denim.
I hear they really like studs on leather, actually.
Yeah, they really fuck with a lot of denim and studs.
Yeah, and if there's like patches and shit on it, even better.
Absolutely. The more Iron Maiden, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So on top of doing emo yoga, I also saw that you did an anime yoga class. Tell me a little bit about the anime yoga and
oh my gosh.
And then what are some of your favorite animes as well?
Oh my god. Okay. I just sweep the beard out of the way. I am rewatching Naruto right now. I'm in Naruto Shippuden. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, hands down, is the best anime ever.
Okay.
Ever. Perfect length,
perfect
words. Character development, perfect, just like tie a bow on it at the end, perfect. Okay. But you know, I get down on like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, some of the really like known ones for sure.
Sure.
I could keep going. Tokyo Ghoul, I was a real big fan of that. Sword Art Online, I watched the first 4 seasons, and then I kind of fell off of that one.
I'm waiting to see if you'll say pretty much one of the most popular ones, but it's also like my favorite.
Are you gonna say One Piece?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna say Dragon Ball Z.
No. Oh God. Listen.
I have all 7 Dragon Balls hidden throughout this sleeve.
I'm just like, Dragon Ball Z is for the jocks who didn't actually want to get into anime.
I like other
they
anime
didn't want to
too.
dive into the complex character development. I'm just kidding. I've seen Dragon Ball Z and I'm just like,
I'm rewatching it with my son right now, and we are like 150 some episodes in, and he's in.
Listen, some of those older animes are so problematic. I watch them now and I'm like, damn, that did not age well.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like watching I've never seen Sailor Moon, but I'm watching it right now.
Okay.
And I was watching episodes, I was like, oh, this is just so bad.
Yeah, that's good. That's gonna be a little.
Watching it. Naruto is the same way. There's like underlying themes of like pedophilia, and I'm like, that's a little problematic.
Yeah, I haven't done Naruto.
It's just so good though.
Yeah,
with most anime, I think you have to kind of like look past some of like the trashy themes.
Sure.
Even like 7 Deadly Sins, I showed it to somebody once and they got so pissed. They were like, turn this off. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, my wife doesn't enjoy anime either, but boy, I like me some Death Note.
Yes. Chef's kiss that shit. Absolutely. Death Note was my very first anime. It was the very, very first one I watched.
Okay.
I was 16. So that was when I got into anime. I watched like Studio Ghibli back in the day.
Oh, sure.
Delivery service, like My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Mononoke.
Yes, Castle in the Sky.
Absolutely.
And then I watched Death Note in high school, and then I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in college.
Okay.
That was the one. Brotherhood got me into anime to this day. Like
I started out like when I was like in high school as well, which is a lot longer probably. And mine were like deep 80s ones, like Fist of the North Star, which is awesome.
Fist of the North Star. I'm gonna remember that.
Super violent. But great. The Professional Golgo 13.
Wait, which one?
The Professional Golgo 13.
Wow.
Stuff.
like deep in the vault.
Deep. Akira, you know Akira.
Yes, love Akira. Oh my God, yes, so good. Have y'all ever been to the Alamo Draft House?
Yes. Well, I mean, a Alamo Draft House, yeah.
There is one in Minnesota. They're all over.
Okay.
They're everywhere in Texas. Anyway, so Alamo Draft House did a screen of Akira last year. I went to go see it like on the big screen. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing.
That's
really
awesome. Cool. One of the only times I went to an Alamo Draft House, they were doing a special marathon of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies called Van Damage, and it was awesome.
The Draft House is dope. I'm really glad that they have one in Minnesota. I'm like, wow, Minnesota deserves this.
Yeah. I was in Kansas City when I went to
okay. Yeah, there's one in Shakopee.
Yeah. Matt, have you been to an Alamo Draft House?
No.
Just make the trip one day. Do it. It's dinner and a movie in like one sitting.
Yeah.
And they do like off the wall shit sometimes. They'll do like black and white movies. They'll do old school horror movies. They'll do anime movies, Akira, Studio Ghibli, the whole thing.
And they have like rules. You can't be a shitbag at those theaters.
Yeah, they will. They're like, it starts out. They're like, "Don't fucking talk or text, or we're gonna fucking kick you out."
Yeah, awesome.
One of my favorite ones was like an old like customer had called in and complained that they'd gotten kicked out, so they took that voicemail that mad customer left and they played it in front of like the trailers in the movie and like this whole thing. And it was like, and then it like cuts and it's like, you talk, you text, you get kicked out. And it was like, oh, awesome. Damn, savage. I love it.
Because that's why I don't even like going to movies anymore, because they don't have anything like that up here. They just don't give a shit. And like I get so mad. I hate it.
But yeah,
ruining my movie experience.
Huge fan of movies, huge fan of anime, and emo genre. I mean, the shit I listened to back in the day, still listening to it. And when I got certified to teach yoga, I was like, how can I like merge all of these things I'm like really passionate about and then like merge it with yoga? And mainly the whole purpose is to kind of like break the stereotype as to like who yoga is for. Mind you, it seems a little weird coming from a skinny white woman, but like the whole purpose is to like break the stereotype. Like it's not just for skinny white women. It is for everybody. Like it doesn't matter like if you are old or if you are young. It doesn't matter if you are big, if you are small. It doesn't matter if you are male, if you are female, or anything in between. It literally doesn't matter. If you have a human body, like yoga is for you. And cool. I like to kind of break down the barrier and just make it fun. Like people are always like, emo yoga, what the fuck? And then they come out, they're like, that was a lot of fun. Also, I had no idea that that's what yoga was. And I'll be like, yeah. Same, dude.
So since all we did was talk about like anime movies and shows, what is anime yoga class? What, like, how did that work?
I played anime intro music.
Okay.
So it's basic, and when I explain it to people, like the short version is like it's basically just Japanese heavy metal yoga. Yeah. Man, in this last playlist it had like had some badass songs on there. The Rumbling from Attack on Titan. Season 3 Demon Slayer intro on there. So good. Some Jujutsu Kaisens on there. It's Vinland Saga. Y'all watch Vinland Saga? If you're not, you should. Those openers have no business going as hard as they do. And like Fire Force. Listen, Fire Force is like trash, like writing in a lot. Like it's just like trash anime, but the animation, the intros, so good. It's basically anime fan service. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So like one of the things that what I think about, even what you were saying earlier, so like what most people think of when it comes to yoga is, you know, serene, you know, like slow type of movement type stuff. So how does an anime yoga, which is up tempo, you know, super pumped up, like how does that translate into yoga?
So the slow yoga that you're thinking of, it's yin yoga, and yin yoga is very slow. It's mostly like poses held on the ground. It's like deep stretch, deep breaths, meditation.
Right.
Mind you, that is my shit. I could fucking teach yin yoga all day. I actually just started doing an emo yin. So
Okay.
it's like emo acoustic music and then it's yin poses. And I'm just like crying. I'm like, hold on till May comes on. And I'm like, damn, Vic, don't do this to me.
It's just all dashboard
Breathe in
confessional
and
all
breathe
day.
out. I'm not crying. You are. But when
You gotta do the actual dashboard remember to breathe song.
Oh, genius. Why did I not think of that? Bet next time.
Hit me up. I got these.
And then so like emo yoga, anime yoga, it's obviously very high energy for the music. So I just bring that into the actual class.
Okay.
Also known as yang, you know, yin to yang, or the vinyasa flow is like, it's like spicy poses. Like you get into it and you're like, fuck, this fucking hurts. Like that, a lot of that.
Okay.
So it's like building fire and it's just like moving and like a lot of laughing and like I fuck up a lot. Like as like a teacher, I'll be like, fuck, we sides, or like, fuck, I forgot that pose. And I don't know, I just really show up as myself. Like I think you know, people will see like yoga instructors. Like I know I definitely did. I still do. Oh God, I still do. Like sometimes you'll just like, you'll see like a yoga instructor, you'll take a class or something. And I'm like, damn, you must have everything fucking figured out. Like you must be like
your
see
life
like Legend of
like...
Korra, like release, become air, and just fucking float off the ground. And I just, like I said, my whole thing is really trying to break the stereotype and break down that barrier. Like again, like who yoga is for. Like I'm a fucking weirdo who listens, like I go to heavy metal concerts and I watch anime and I read comic books and I watch fucking Lord of the Rings on repeat every year. Like I'm a huge nerd, and yoga is for you. It's for you.
Love it. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's cool. That's great. Like, because I mean, I don't think I've ever even heard of like yang yoga, you know, like the just an opposite of like slow yoga. So you've
never heard of hot yoga?
No.
Literally, you will sweat in places you never thought you could sweat from.
That
was my experience. The first time I took a hot yoga class, I was like, the like pits of my elbows are sweating, my forearms are sweating. I didn't know that could happen.
I hate to break it to you, but I think like the little crevice, it's sweating right now.
I think it's sweating right now, actually.
It's like I kind of sweat everywhere already.
Like,
so
hot yoga, man. Like, so I teach at a hot yoga studio, and we heat it to 90 degrees, which isn't even like the hottest like yoga. Like the first hot yoga class I took, they would heat the room to like 100 degrees. We will heat the studio to 90, and I taught at another one that would just heat it to 85. And so there's like different varying degrees, different levels of it, for sure. But yeah, you basically get warm, you warm up your muscles, and then you fucking move and you just fucking breathe. It's basically just all like shapes that your body can make, and it's difficult because holding up your body is hard enough. Like you don't even need weights. You don't even need weights. Like just holding your own body is work enough. Like my first yoga class that I ever took, I went into the studio being like, I need to stretch. I need to like work out my back. And then I went in and I was like, fuck, this kicked my ass. And I think that's what a lot of people like. That's like I get that story a lot from people. And I'm like, same, bruh.
What are some important things you think people who want to learn yoga should know?
There's no wrong way to do it. So like I hear a lot of like new people being like, oh, like I want to do yoga, but I'm not flexible. So fucking what? You're not flexible yet, boo-boo. I would do yoga, but like I just don't want people looking at me. Literally nobody's looking at you. As soon as you like get into it, like you realize you just like, oh shit, like I gotta breathe and I gotta move. Just said right leg and I lifted my right, fuck. Like everyone's in their own head and everybody's in their own body. So like you don't need to be flexible. You don't need anything. You just need a human body. That's it. I tell my students all the time in the studio, I'll be like, literally the only thing you have to do is breathe. Like if you just want to fucking sit there and breathe, I'm here for it. I love it. There's the final pose for yoga. Like, I mean, you like start and then you come up and it's all hot and sweaty and then you come down, you cool down. And for the last, like, depending on the class, it'll be like 5 to 10 minutes is Shavasana, corpse pose. And it's just, you lay there, just lay there. You just fucking go to sleep. I get a lot of people to go to sleep. I love that shit.
I
But I'll tell.
I could fuck with that pose.
Yeah. Yes, me too. But I'll tell people like at the start of class, I'll be like, if you want to go into Shavasana right now and stay there for 60 minutes and take a fucking nap to this heavy metal music, you fucking won't. I kind of like challenge people. I'll be like, you fucking won't do it. You won't do it. I want you to do it. Do it. I'll do that. Like I'll go into classes. I took like a power class a couple weeks ago, and I literally just laid there the whole time. And like I teach at the studio, so people are like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, this is the stuff. And afterward they were like, I was really jealous. I was like, shit, dude, you could have laid down too. It would have been cool. 2 of us could have been doing it. But yeah. But I'll do that to my friends. I'll be like, I'm gonna take your class today. I'm not gonna do anything you tell me to do. I'm just gonna lay there. Sometimes it's just kind of nice to be like in the space.
Yeah.
Because when I found yoga, it was definitely, I went in for the stretch. It kicked my ass. But then as I continued to practice, it really turned into a mental health thing. It really helped me manage anxiety, depression. And that is what kept me coming back. So it wasn't as much the physical aspect of it. It was, the mind body connection and being to be like, oh, these are feelings that I'm feeling. I used to be a real heavy drinker. I used to be a real heavy smoker. And just with the yoga practice, like I just kind of moved out of it. Like, I'm not saying like yoga is not like a cure-all. It's not like, oh, my depression and anxiety are gone, I'm cured. No. But it brings you back to your mind. It brings you back to your body. It helps you connect the two. I just recently took a continued education course on trauma-informed yoga. Essentially like how trauma like lingers in the body and how an asana yoga practice can help move that stagnant energy out of the body. So it's, and so I incorporate a lot of that into emo yoga without people even really knowing. And people, I've had dozens of people come up to me and tell me like, man, this is a really like body positive, like safe, like space that you've created here. And it's so fucking badass. And then we'll come into emo yoga or like anime yoga or whatever, like off the wall yoga I'm doing. I also do like Harry Potter yoga.
Nice.
And I really want to do like a Lord of the Rings yoga. I also did a Star Wars yoga on May the 4th. You can't
I would hope so.
play Star Wars music on May the 4th. But yeah, I do all this weird stuff, and people are like, that's the first time I've ever done yoga. That's amazing. And then I find out like weeks or months later that they went and found a yoga studio and they started practicing. And I was like,
you fucking did it. You did it.
Yeah, I'm like a gateway drug to yoga.
We'll find out. We'll find out later.
I'll find out.
Hell yeah. So we've talked a lot about yoga, but what were some of the bands that got you into this genre of music?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So right out the gate, used Paramore, early Fall Out Boy, Escape the Fate.
Okay, sure.
Post Ronnie leaving. I didn't find Escape the Fate until Guillotine came out, the second one. That one. So the album that they released after Ronnie left, and then I like found like all the albums before when Ronnie was in, and then man, and it just went from there. I just kind of like I just found more and more and more like it was Asking Alexandria, and then it was, Sleeping with Sirens. Huge Sleeping with Sirens fan. Love that.
Nice.
Love it. Let me see. I'm just like all these bands that I listen to now, like Veil Maya and like
there you go.
Like they're not even like emo necessarily anymore, but I'm just like it started here and then now it's here.
Well, I mean, that happens, you know. Like I think like a lot of people could say like, oh, I started with Green Day, Blink-182, but now
Green Day,
the ghost inside, you know.
Good Charlotte, All American Rejects, like all the way back, like riding the school bus to school. listening to it, like I'm such a badass.
Oh, you probably
303. I think 303 is I think they are emo. Someone actually told me recently to put Don't Trust a Hoe on the emo yoga playlist, and I was like, shit, I've been wanting to. It's just so it's like a completely different genre because it's like pop, but it's not
there's
quite like metal.
so much that goes into like this genre is fucking wild. Like there's so like the two like start and stop at completely different spectrums. You know, like you can have like original emo, you know, you can have like Sunny Day Real Estate and all that like emo when people fight like emo, ugh, and that can be here. But then like people will also go, you know, say Escape the Fate is emo and stuff, and a lot it's
all kind of like commingling together, like emo, like metalcore, like everything's kind of in between.
Because this was like the only genre pretty much in history that if you went to a show in the 2000 to 2012, you would find an acoustic act, you would find a metal act, you would find a pop punk act, and a hip hop act, and everyone would fucking watch everyone.
Yes, man. And that was so great about Warped Tour too.
It's the only scene that's ever done that.
So many bands, so many musical artists together. Ugh.
Right.
Bring it back. Rest in peace, Warped Tour. Yeah. So people will tell me, they'll be like, I feel like I go to Warped Tour every time I go to your yoga class. So I'll do like emo yoga events, but then like in the studio, I'll just do like metal. I'll just do the metal that I'm listening to right now. And people will be like, hell yeah, this is like, I'm really digging the metal. Like I'm just running like Polyphia the whole time.
All right.
Because it's like, it's instrumental.
Yeah.
Without lyrics. So I'm like, it's yoga music.
Sure. I mean, there are no lyrics to that band.
For Halloween, I do like Halloween yoga, obviously. And so I do like Motionless in White.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I'm kind of I'm like everything in between. So like I do emo yoga, and then my best friend here in San Antonio, she's also a yoga instructor. She does metalcore yoga now. So we kind of do those in tandem. So we rotate emo, metalcore.
That's sweet.
And I fucking get into metalcore. I'm like, one of the days we should just swap, and you do emo and I'll do metalcore. I will just love it. Just be really chaotic.
Just a guar
yes.
Guar yoga.
Yoga night.
Yes, things at people. Literally like any kind of music. Let's fucking go.
For one of your Halloween ones, you should do you remember, I think it was like Hot Topic pretty much did it, but when it was like they did Nightmare Before Christmas album, but it was like Fall Out Boy and a whole bunch of like Marilyn Manson.
So I do that for Christmas yoga. Yeah, Christmas yoga is like Nightmare Before Christmas. And
oh, okay, there you go.
They're like, man, you can Spotify is like just a rabbit hole you can fall down, and I'll just type in like spooky Christmas piano, boom, a playlist pops up, and I'm like this one.
Well, if you need Christmas, every year we have our own Unsigned pop punk Christmas playlist that we do. We make a
August
Christmas
Burns
album.
Red. They're really into Christmas, and I'm fucking here for it.
We're all about Christmas.
Yeah, nice. You know what? Call me up, and I'll just do heavy metal Christmas yoga with everybody.
Okay, let's go. We're in.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
So we got one more question before a quick break. If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were starting your journey, what would it be?
Have no fear. Literally, like when you come up against fear, you're literally just coming up against yourself. I know from my own experience, like I mean, even to this day, like I ain't healed, but like coming up to the fear of failure, like it will destroy your dreams before you ever even try. Like get out there, fuck around, find out it didn't work. All right, it's cool. Dust it off, get back up, go again. Like failure isn't a failure. It's just an opportunity to learn. Have no fucking fear. Just fuck around and find out.
Damn.
Love it.
Damn, that's some good advice. I you should definitely, And on top of that, it's also okay to be afraid. Just still do it. Why not?
Just do it anyway.
Just do it. It's
Like,
okay to be scared. Just go for it.
I get scared. So like when I first started teaching, for example, like I wasn't nervous, and then like 5 minutes before I was gonna go in, I was like, fuck, I'm nervous. And like, man, the teacher that was next to me, she was like, hey, if you're nervous, it just means you want to do a good job. I was like, you're right.
I'm nervous before every single podcast episode. We're nearing number 100. I get nervous before every single one. It's okay. You still
be scared. Do it anyway.
Yeah, and if you're scared, just drink a Hams.
And stay hydrated. Drink water too.
Stay hydrated. Don't drink Hams. I was just kidding. That's terrible advice. And with that terrible advice on my part,
water.
Yeah, drink water. Drink water. Lots of water. And on that note, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick sponsor break, and we'll be right back with our next segment.
Do you love music videos and miss when MTV, VH1, and Fuse all actually played music videos? Then join me, Gibby, as I host a super awesome music video show on Twitch every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Unsigned Pop Punk Twitch channel. We play the best videos from up-and-coming pop-punk, emo, alternative music in the scene, so join us every Thursday and find your new favorite band.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to hop into this special food for thought segment since, it's all about yoga. So we're going to just talk about like food that's healthy for you. That's not true. We're going to talk about just whatever we feel like. And I hope you say some of the most like fucked up like food things. You're like, oh, healthy, drink water.
I fucking love food.
Yes, I really hope you do. I hope.
And living in San Antonio, it's like a mixing pot. Any kind of food you want, you're gonna find it in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Matt, you want to hit her with that first one?
I will.
Get it.
You are tasked with describing emo yoga to someone by only using descriptions normally used for food.
Wait, what? Wait, okay, listen, one more time.
You're tasked with describing emo yoga to someone who's never heard of it, but the only words you can use are words that are normally used for describing food.
Spicy chili pepper.
Spicy chili pepper.
Spicy chili pepper.
Spicy
I say
that
a lot. They're like spicy.
I mean, definitely spicy because you talked about hot yoga.
Yeah, I mean, it does get spicy. That's so funny. I'm trying to think of something like silly, like
moist.
Like, what?
Moist.
Yeah. You're gonna get a little damp in here.
It's gonna get a little wet.
And that's why I said moist, because that's a food description usually.
Food is moist.
I mean,
that's moist
food can
cake.
be wet.
Food can be.
I don't think anyone wants their food
Soggy.
or soggy.
Soggy does not describe emo yoga. No.
Spicy and soggy.
Okay, it's gonna start out
We got
like
spicy.
cinnamon roll, like warm and sweet, like just a little spice, little cinnamon roll,
A little gooey.
and then it's gonna be like spicy chili pepper, like spicy ramen, like a little goofy, right? Because right, it's a little spicy, a little hot, and then I'm gonna take it down, and it's gonna be like fucking ice cream. Your
Like
favorite
ice cream
with the fucking cherry on top. Yeah. Favorite dessert. But mine
favorite dessert is ice cream with cherry on top.
Fucking love ice cream. Wait, what?
Ice cream with cherry on top. That's your favorite.
Okay, ice cream is just my favorite. Like I could eat ice cream. Have I eaten ice cream for breakfast? Yes. Am I proud of it? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
See, have I eaten an entire? And see, like I feel you because on the same wavelength. Like, have I eaten an entire jar of maraschino cherries? Yes, I have. Do I feel bad about it? I did a little.
My stomach would hurt so much after a whole jar.
I love
cherries. That's a little much. Okay,
yeah.
but like
a little much.
I love me some maraschino cherries, man.
So like you sit down and like I'll be like, I'm not gonna eat this entire pint of ice cream in one sitting.
A pint? Come on, everybody eats a pint.
Yeah.
I mean, Who gets
Okay,
a Ben and
listen.
Jerry's and puts it
Are
back?
y'all familiar with Bluebell ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Fucking that shit just goes down.
Right.
Like, it doesn't even, like, once it's in your system, it disappears. Like, it's not a heavy ice cream, so you can just keep on going with it.
I know. I mean, that's the thing is, if I get like a Ben and Jerry's, if I'm gonna get like a half bake,
Half
can't put-
baked.
I can't put that back. I'm
Mm-mm.
obviously gonna get that Americone Dream. It's all going down.
Yeah. I've got a half gallon of so in Texas we have HEB and it's amazing. I feel bad for every other state because you don't have HEB, and HEB has this line of ice cream called Creamy Creations, and I just literally, they have me by the throat, and they have this flavor called Cookies in Texas, and it's just cookies with cream ice cream with like chocolate chip cookie dough in it, and I'm like,
Oh, nice.
whoever decided that this needed to be an ice cream needs an award.
I'll bet it's won an award. I bet if you look it up, they probably won an award.
Yeah. Anyway,
Like-
yeah.
Like a peace award, right? Was it the Nobel Peace Prize? Bet that person won Nobel Peace Prize at this point.
But I don't know, I don't know for sure that it would really be like a cinnamon roll and like ramen and then ice cream. I feel like that would feel awful afterward. It would be awful. Like if I ate those three things in that order, I'd be like, what have I done?
No, now you
But
have to
like
do it
put
for
on the spot.
No,
You have
that's
to
it.
do
You can't.
You have
There's
to
no
do it.
circling back.
You have to
You
test
made
it
your
out now.
choice.
But I'm just saying, don't actually eat those things in that order.
I mean, unless you want
Do
to.
it and just let me know.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, Pat, that's,
Maybe it's actually a good time.
you know,
let me-
Pat, that's a great transition to our next food question.
that's a good. That's fair.
Yeah.
So speaking of eating like Cinnabon and ice cream, what's your favorite pre or post yoga meal?
Ramen.
Ramen.
And
Like-
Chipotle.
Oh, dude,
Actually.
I love
So
Chipotle.
whenever I do emo yoga, there's a ramen shop within walking distance.
Okay.
So we always go, and I don't know what they do to their mushrooms, but they're just, I was like, I don't even like mushrooms. And I'll be like, give me extra mushrooms. And then they have yakisoba, which I had never had before. And it just tastes like the earth, and it's delicious. And it's just delicious. So if
That
you've never had
sounds
yakisoba
like
before,
dirt. When I think of
Yeah,
like
so it's
tasting
not
like the
like-
earth,
listen, it's got like beets in it, and I'm not like a huge
Oh.
like I want to eat beets, but yeah, it's got beets in it, and it's got like cabbage, and it's got like
okay,
peppers.
very earthy.
Spicy.
sure.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
earthy and it's spicy, and then they throw in like pork or chicken, like whatever you want. And they've got this dope ass sauce in there. Really good. Spicy earth. I'm about it. But then
Matt.
when I teach at the yoga studio, there's a Chipotle literally just right there. So I'll just go get a steak bowl and just live my best life, eat the whole thing in one sitting, because I never save that.
No, as I don't think anybody should either. But now talking about Chipotle,
Okay.
what are your thoughts on Chipotle's queso?
I don't eat it. I've never had it actually. I'm not gonna lie.
not-
I order the same thing every time I go in case that's not a part of that order. Actually, I think I
Okay.
had it once. I didn't really care for it. Maybe that's why.
It's no Qdoba's
No,
queso.
maybe it's not like
No, it's
memorable.
not.
Oh my God, Qdoba. They do not have that in Texas. I miss Qdoba.
Dude,
I went to college in St. Cloud, and I would get Qdoba all the time.
so if you had to choose, then if this what would you go for, Qdoba or Chipotle?
Listen, my taste buds in my mind at this point only remember Chipotle. I just remember Qdoba slapped. Oh, also Noodles and Company. They don't have that in Texas either. I'm like, why?
They just care about their fucking Whataburger, right? Get that.
Listen, ever since Whataburger sold out that company in Chicago, it's not the same. It doesn't taste the same. They just recently, so Austin, Texas has a burger, oh God, like a burger joint called P. Terry's. I don't know if that's made it up north, but I will go to P. Terry's before I go to Whataburger at this point. Like, sorry. Whataburger does have really good chicken, but it's kind of like
Whataburger's
sad
fine.
that I'm going to Whataburger for chicken.
It's fine. It's fine. I've been there.
Okay.
It's no
Oh,
In and
well,
Out, but it's fine.
You know what? I only liked In-N-Out when I had it in California. I don't feel like they make it the same like outside of.
I mean, it
In-N-Out.
was still
Like,
pretty good in Dallas.
Here's one for
It was
you.
still pretty-
Chick-fil-A does not taste the same in Minnesota. I'm sorry.
That
Y'all
I
need
don't.
to come down south and have it down here.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't
I
chick.
don't do that
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
because it doesn't taste good up north. They don't make it right. But
Fuck
down
the fuck
south,
founder.
ooh, so good.
Okay, you can have your Southern Chick-fil-A.
Fine, have it.
And like, I mean, it's yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually don't eat a lot of chicken stuff though. Like, I mean, I like chicken, but I don't typically like go to like Popeyes, KFC, or anything like that. I don't know if I like burgers or Taco Bell. Like, I'm basic.
Yo, me and Taco Bell have a very intimate relationship.
You don't like bones in your food, Pat.
I also don't like bones in my food. That's the thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, I will do like chicken tenders. I don't
Yeah.
ever go out of my way to order like fried drumsticks or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, if it's there, I'll eat it. Like,
I
if
can
somebody
fuck with some
brings it
chicken
to me,
tendies for sure.
I'll eat it. But tendies,
Mm.
fucking all day.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to this really nice restaurant and ordering chicken tenders? Maybe.
Maybe. Don't
Maybe.
judge me. You don't know me.
Give me a bucket of ranch because these are just ranch shovels.
Is
love
ranch
ranch.
as big of a thing down there as it is up in Minnesota?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
just so good. So good. They make it spicy down here. I love spicy ranch.
I like spot like a nice Chipotle ranch.
Yeah, like blackened ranch,
Mhm.
chili ranch,
Oh,
chili
yeah.
like, pepper ranch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
peppercorn ranch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ranch, like a little spicy. A little spicy.
So I'm really proud of this one. Matt came up with a really good question here, and I was pretty stoked on this one.
Oh, I was like,
I'm not going to ask it. I was just talking
I
you
will
up.
ask. Okay. You have been given the opportunity to host the first ever emo yoga barbecue festival. What's on the menu, and more importantly, what side dishes are we serving?
Oh my God. Okay. And actually, like, I've kind of had this idea of having like an emo yoga like gathering, like having it just kind of be like open to the whole community, like just fucking come out and have like vendors and food trucks and stuff. Damn. Okay. Emo yoga barbecue.
Mm.
Well, if it's in Texas, there has to be brisket
Okay.
Okay.
with macaroni and cheese. And you have the option to put the brisket on top of the macaroni and cheese.
I think you should.
And then there would be like a dope like vegan truck with like cool ass like fruit bowls and like fruit kebabs and shit with like chamoy. Yes. And then let's see. There would have to be some sort of like ice cream truck. But not like an ice cream truck, like real ice cream.
Oh.
Like in my mind, I have like green tea ice cream in my mind, which is so hard to find. Green tea ice cream is my favorite, and
Like
Haagen-Dazs are
mochi?
like the only ones that release green tea ice cream. So good.
I've never had it.
And street tacos. There would be a taco truck for sure. Food trucks are like a huge thing down here. So when I think
Yeah.
barbecue, this is just like what's in my brain. So I'm already been kind of thinking about it. But
No,
like,
this is good. We're helping you
Ooh.
prepare.
This is
I don't even know if they're still in business. There was this food truck parked outside of the venue a couple years back when I went to a show. I don't remember which one.
The show.
They had street tacos with like a pineapple salsa on it.
nice.
It was like carnitas and like pineapple salsa, and it was just so stupid good. It had the monster burger. It was like a horror themed food truck. They had
That's
like
sweet.
a dope burger. Yeah, like burgers with like avocado and like pico de gallo on them.
Nice.
Yeah, I could
Good.
probably keep going.
You, if you want to, you can.
I
But
already
this-
have a buddy who has a juice food truck, or like it's like a juice truck.
Sure.
And I told him, I was
There
like, when
we
I
go.
do this thing, like you need to come out with your juice truck. Get some dope
Obviously.
juice. Mhm.
Yeah.
Dope juices.
Obviously, you got to get juiced up.
Yeah.
Man,
So
I want to go to
it would
this.
just be like variety of things. Like all of my carnivore friends would have fucking brisket and like macaroni and cheese, and like I would be just eating. I would eat something from every single truck, and then all my vegan friends would have like dope. You know what? Maybe they would even have like a portobello like mushroom burger or something. It would be really good. Yeah, cool. Like vegan truck, good ice cream truck, smoothie truck. Yes, and tacos.
And tacos.
All of the above. Let's
just.
go.
Is there somebody that's got pizza somewhere? Let's just make some pizza.
Man, you want to know what they don't? So like pizza is like a big thing up north, like Chicago, Minnesota, even like Wisconsin a little bit. Like,
well, it's because
pizza,
cheese.
and then like massive amounts of just stuff, and like a bunch of different kinds of stuff. All the different pizzas, like fucking taco pizza, spaghetti pizza, like goat cheese pizza, like mashed potato pizza. Like I used to get down on that when I lived up north, and then when I moved down here, they don't fuck around with pizza like that down here.
No, they don't. It's not the same thing.
Don't do that. I think I made a taco pizza once, and someone was like, "This is amazing," and I'm like, "Right?
This is so innovative. You should sell this."
I just came up with it. I just made it up.
I just came up with it. I was like, "What's my two favorite things? Tacos and pizza."
Tacos
No
and
one's
pizza.
ever done this before. Don't look it up.
No, I'm just thinking about Pizza Luce's mashed potato pizza. That's
Yes.
what I want right now.
Yeah, and I was telling someone, I was like, they have this mashed potato pizza, you put like mashed potatoes and like bacon and cheese and like sour cream and chives, and they're like, that sounds awful. And I'm like, you just don't know.
You don't understand.
You've never been cold enough to appreciate something like this.
Right? You need the potatoes to warm you back up.
That's why we do casseroles
why.
and chili and hot dish, because it's fucking cold as shit.
I mean, they have chili down here and it's hot as shit. So
Yeah, but like it's like down in Texas though, it's like no beans, right?
there's both. There's both.
Because isn't
Yeah.
isn't that like pretty standard like chili for down in like, because I mean it came from Texas and shit like that, like, but some place, wherever place started chili, it was like no beans. Beans is not a thing.
Ohio.
Well, I don't think it started down here because I've had chili with beans. I think I've had both. If that's the case, that's news to me. No one told me.
Okay.
I'm late to the
I don't
party.
know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be very much no. Like Ohio, they throw spaghetti in their fucking chili. That
I heard that in one of the old like episodes you did, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? Why?
Yeah.
Why would
And
you
I-
ruin something like that?
look, I'd fuck with it. I'm a
Yeah, I'd-
fat boy. I it sounds
Yeah.
good.
I can
like-
eat just copious amounts of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Body, there's no ending the amount of spaghetti that I can eat. So
Like,
friend-
really, what's the difference? Like, if you're having spaghetti, real spaghetti is supposed to have meat and shit in it. It's not just sauce.
no,
That's
yeah.
just
Well, I mean,
noodles and
I guess
sauce.
it's weird the idea of having spaghetti with beans in it.
You never know. I guess we'll never know until we try it.
Make it to Ohio.
Let's go to Ohio.
Going to
We'll get it.
Ohio and have spaghetti chili or chili spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. I mean, what's the difference? Like, have you ever had chili mac? Like chili mac?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good. That's really good. I think it's just the cheese. The cheese brings it all
It's
together.
true. I mean, chili mac is fucking bomb.
I mean, I'm a yoga instructor, but I don't always feed my body like I should. Sometimes you feed your body and sometimes you feed your soul.
Yeah,
And
sometimes you
I
gotta feed your soul.
Everywhere in between. Like I went to a pizza place the other day, but the
Yeah.
pizza was trash, so I just ate salad. I was like, I'm just getting a big ass salad. This pizza's garbage.
That's sad.
And I felt really good about it. I was like, this is awesome. The ranch was so good.
But I'm sorry that like you went to a pizza place and it was bad. Like, I'm sorry. Like
Then-
that
Pizza's
kind of hurts. That kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Like, I don't want that for you.
I love Chicago deep dish pizza. Ooh,
Nice.
so good. You can't fuck that up. But they just don't do that down here. There's no pizza like that.
No,
There's like, is there Peter Piper's up north?
No.
No.
not
Peter
for me.
Piper's, there's like CC's pizza. It's just not good. It's
Oh,
like
wait. Excuse me. Did you say Cece's Pizza? I like me some Cece's Pizza.
I like when I think pizza, I think like Sbarro or Chicago deep dish.
Sabaro? No
I
way.
used to eat that a
Just
lot.
think of that episode of The Office where Michael just loves his Sbarro pizza.
Oh, Sabaro is fucking mall food court pizza.
Yeah, I used to work at the
No.
mall. I worked for Hot Topic. So
I worked at a Hot Topic too.
yes, look at us.
I always ate Taco John's. That was my jam.
Yeah, there was a Dairy Queen and there was Sbarro Pizza, and those were what I fucked with when I worked at the mall. Yeah. And then aside from that, like outside of working at the mall, it was like if I could get Chicago deep dish pizza. Yeah. And there's some good spots. I don't even remember what they're called though.
Yeah. Like Chicago's deep dish is really good. From everyone that we've talked to though, like that is not Chicago pizza though.
That's for the tourists.
That's tourist pizza.
I went to Chicago and I had pizza there.
I know what they that deep dish though with the sauce on top, that's tourist pizza.
That's fine with me.
It still tastes fucking good.
It's fucking great. I think I have fucking ordered it.
So you're telling me that people in Chicago don't like pizza?
Huh?
They
don't like pizza? Don't eat it?
I don't know. They're like thin crust pizza.
Style.
Thin crust pizza slaps.
Yeah.
If you make it right.
But they I can't remember what it's called, but I've literally ordered fucking like that deep dish pizza from Chicago and had it shipped here.
That's commitment.
They froze it. It was $100 and it was a 3-pack.
That is commitment.
Yeah, I wanted
Was it worth it?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
$100 worth of pizza. It was worth it.
Yeah.
I've done that too, Pat, actually.
I love that.
Good. I've done that too, actually, Pat.
I mean, I may have, seen $100 worth of pizza, but it wasn't Chicago pizza, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, if you think about it though, like if you went to a restaurant, right? The pizza probably is like $20. So if you're getting 3 of them,
so it's not like totally off the wall.
No, it's not super crazy. It's like,
oh my God, you spent $100 on pizza.
I mean, I did probably spend like $20 on them, freezing it into and shipping it for me. They have to ship it with like dry ice.
Right. Like $25 a pizza plus $25 for shipping.
Yeah. It's fair. It's
fair. And they overnight it because it's got to be fresh.
Yeah. I mean, you get it real quick. So,
nice.
If you ever need to, you can do that.
You need the hookup.
Yeah. Let me know.
just
send it down south.
Yeah. You got this.
All right. I'll be eating it and sweating it out at the same time.
You could. You could do like a live stream yoga and like pizza yoga.
Pizza yoga. There's an idea. It'll be yin. So we're not gonna get hot and sweaty. We're just gonna lay down and then twist. And when you twist, grab your pizza, take a bite, put it on this.
This sounds like my kind of yoga.
Take a deep breath in. Oh. Take a bite.
I know you said take a bite, but I thought you were like take a deep breath in, say goodbye. Yes. Eat your pizza. All right, that is it for the food for thought segment. We are done with food, but now is a really important time.
Right.
This is the time for rapid fire questions.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
You're just gonna speak from the heart. Right. You're gonna shoot from the hip. Whatever the first thing, go for it.
Okay.
Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow?
Neither.
Ooh. Okay. That's
Mellow Yellow. If I had to choose.
You don't have to choose shit. You're your own person.
Neither. Gross.
Neither. Okay. Horror or comedy movies?
Horror.
Nice. This isn't an either or, but just a generalized question. Do you still listen to the radio?
No.
Yeah. Fuck that.
No. No.
Is there anything?
And if I do, it's just what is it, NPR? It's like the classical music. It's funny. My friend got in my car once and I was listening to it. She's like, "What the fuck are you listening to?" And I was like, "It's classical."
Yeah.
It brings down my road rage. But honestly, I would rather listen to like nothing, or I listen to podcasts.
Yeah. Almost every time I get into my buddy Jake's car and he has the radio on, it's like fucking jazz fusion.
Country.
No, it's not country. It's fucking jazz.
See, I can get behind. I'll get behind jazz before I get behind like country or like you know what? There was a I want to say there's like a 6-month period where I was listening to the 80s like oldies station.
That's great.
But it's shit over and over again. So
look,
after you've listened to it for a couple of weeks, you're like, I can only listen to Every Rose Has Its Thorns so many times.
I mean, yeah. I mean, once I hit about 100, I'm out. Now,
Exactly.
I could get behind some country, but only 90s country.
Yeah, right? 90s country is the only good country. And everything now is like, it's like this weird like stadium pop country infusion. I'm like, I hate it. I hate this.
Garth Brooks or get the fuck out.
I can get down to some Brad Paisley.
Yeah.
Shania Twain.
Dixie Chicks.
Yes. Yes.
Alan Jackson.
Sprinkling
John
that
Michael Montgomery.
Yes.
There are some that I can't continue to support, but those ones I can. Especially the Dixie Chicks. They rule. All right.
Sprinkle that controversy on there. Make some Dixie Chicks, but spicy.
Yes. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Oh, when I was a kid, it was Cartoon Network, but in my teen years into an adult year, Nickelodeon.
Okay. I mean, both are so
I was all
good.
about like Dexter's Laboratory and like Powerpuff Girls as a kid.
Absolutely.
But then as soon as like Avatar The Last Airbender dropped, I think I was like 13 or something like that. I was hooked. I was sold.
It's so good. There's so much good stuff on both. It's hard.
Both, yeah.
Thin crust or regular crust pizza?
Between those two, thin crust.
Okay. This one, I always say this is like the toughest one of the whole show. Lindsay Lohan or Tara Reid?
You know, I would say Lindsay Lohan because she's on her like glow up right now. I think she just announced that she's like pregnant. She's gonna be a new mom, and I'm like, you know what, girl, you did the fucking work.
She's killing it.
We're gonna say Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
Good. She's killing it.
Nothing bad about Tara Reid, of course, but like,
as my daughter would say, slay the day. You know. She's like, don't fucking say that, Dad. Don't say that. So I make sure to say it.
Say it every day.
Every day.
Slay.
Like, how is it?
Or like
how did you
like hug her and then just like whisper it.
Oh, she'll be like, I'll fuck with her so hard. She'll be like, oh, how'd you sleep down? Be like, slay. Fucking slay. Crushed it. Yeah. Newfound Glory or MXPX?
Newfound Glory.
Yeah. This is the last one. We're gonna test your jingles knowledge.
Jingles?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Can you sing for us the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle?
Yes, I can. Right now?
Right now.
Okay. Okay. Oh, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Oh.
Beautiful. Perfect. You did it. I'm proud. I think that is probably one of the most recognizable jingles out. Have
you ever had anybody like not?
If you're from Canada.
Canadians
have no idea what we're talking about.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah. Canadians and I mean there's been like one or two, but I think so far this season we're batting about, we're batting 800, I think.
Season 3, right?
Season 3, yeah. We're wild with our seasons too. I consider it a whole year. A whole fucking year is a season. So this is year 3.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Congrats to you guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know how seasons work.
3 more.
Here's to 3 more.
Just 3 more.
Just 3 more.
Just 3 more.
No, here's to the next 3. To the next 3. Sorry, words are hard.
We're halfway done.
We're halfway done, guys.
And then you're fucking done. Just cut it off.
3 more. That's it.
3 more. You do any more than that?
Sorry, to the next 3.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Well, that's it. You finished the podcast. You did it. now's your chance. Let everyone know what you got going on, where they can find you. What's next?
You can find me on Instagram at Shameless Yoga. CheymLiss. It is not phonetically correct. Find me, Shameless Yoga. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter, but those ones kind of died.
I
teach primarily in Texas, South Texas, but I do teach virtually, and more virtual opportunities are coming my way. So keep an eye out if you want to fucking do emo yoga and live in Canada at the same time. I'm here for it.
Hell yeah. Well, geez, Chey, thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
This was awesome. You know, maybe we'll have to try and like figure out some sort of unsigned pop punk emo yoga collaboration.
I'm trying. I'm like, emo yoga is such a like off the wall kind of idea. I'm like, how can I incorporate this into like, I have this idea of like the alt yoga tour, like just take emo yoga. Like I have like Minneapolis and San Diego on my radar. I hit up the emo cruise. I was like, yo, let me teach emo yoga.
Did they get back to you? Because that
they
would have been
did.
perfect.
They were like, well, we've already booked all of our like talents and all of our artists already. So not this year. And I was like, well, you better remember me.
That's a great idea. That's like a perfect spot for it
well,
too.
Just like you're on a cruise listening to emo music. Let's fucking like do some yoga and chill and like do some yoga in the sun and by the fucking ocean. Listen to emo music.
We'll
Live
emo music. Just get a band to play. Let's go.
Yeah, but I'm trying. I'm like, the whole purpose is to just fucking bring like yoga to the masses. Yoga is for you. It's great for your mind, body, and soul. And yeah, let's fucking do some yoga.
So, okay, Matt, do you want to do some yoga? Do you want to try?
I think I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'll try if you want to try.
Listen, you'll be able to do it. It'll be fun.
All right. So, all y'all still with us? All right. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this anyway.
You can do it with your beer. Bring your beer with you, Matt.
Hold up. All right. So hold up. I gotta switch. I'm switching to the speakers. Okay. Oh, don't be loud. Okay.
Is it very loud?
It was making loud noises.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's do this.
I'm ready.
It's okay. You can observe, you can drink your beer, and the only thing you have to do is breathe.
I can do that.
You're all set. Okay.
See, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Hang on. I have I've got a fan on my ceiling. I don't want it to get me. Yeah, see, you already got it. You just kind of move around a little bit. Actually, so just go ahead and shake out your wrists. Roll out your wrists. You can't really see my head, but roll out your shoulders. Roll out your neck. Just kind of take your time. Do this whole number. Twist it out. Just kind of move.
Oh, wait. I'm going to make this big on my screen so I can see what twisted out and everything.
Yeah, just twist it out, right? That's words. Okay. And then when you're ready, just fold. Any amount. There's no pressure to go anywhere. Just tuck your chin, round through your spine, and just kind of let your arms hang heavy and start to kind of sway side to side. You can take a bend in your knees. There's no pressure to have straight legs. You know, bend your knees so much that your chest evens up on your thighs. And just kind of move in the shape and however that feels for you. If you're like me, you can crack your knuckles. Yeah.
Like this?
There's no right or wrong way to do it.
All right.
Let gravity do the work for you. How you doing so far?
This feels great.
Yeah, cool. All right, just kind of keep this going for a minute. Take a deep breath in. And open mouth, let it go. Take another inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, on the next inhale, just come up halfway. Come up halfway, bring your shoulder blades together behind you and your hands to your shins. Take another inhale. And then exhale, let it go. And then inhale, halfway lift again. And exhale, fold. Just one more like that. Exhale, let it go. And then from here, tuck your chin. And then just slow as you can, just stack your spine one vertebra at a time. Slow, slow, slow. Go like even slower than you think you should. Just let your arms and your head hang heavy the whole way up. And then your chin is the last to rise. Yeah, nice. Take your time. And when you come to stand, just once more, just kind of roll out your shoulders, roll out your neck.
Matt, you're really missing out.
What?
I said, Matt, you're really missing out, man. I'm feeling
Yeah,
good.
dude, this shit feels good. All right, and then when you're ready, on the inhale, sweep your arms up to the ceiling, lift your gaze, and just reach as much as you can. Just try to grow from the floor. Just take another inhale, lift, 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 and on the exhale, draw your hands to heart. Right here, heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum. There you go. And then inhale, reach your hands back up. And then exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Lift your gaze, grow tall as you can. And exhale, hands to heart again. And then inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold. Okay, we'll add on something a little bit spicier, okay?
Okay.
Inhale halfway. And then exhale, fold. Now from here, plant your hands and walk your hands all the way out and find a plank pose. And you can always drop your knees to the earth. You can take it supported, right? Yeah, drop your knees. Now just push the earth away from you for a moment. And then on the exhale, bend your elbows back behind you and come all the way down to your belly. All the way down to the floor. Cool. And then when you're ready, on the next inhale, just lift only your heart from the floor. And then exhale, let it go. And then again like that, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale, push yourself up to your hands and your knees. There you go. And then tuck your toes. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. All the way up and back. Tuck your toes.
Like this?
Yoga, emo yoga, it's all about the down dog, left downward spiral. There we go. Nice. It's your first time here, so just kind of move into it. Pedal into your knees. A lot. Nice. You could lift one foot off of the earth, maybe, if you want. Take it or leave it. Nice. Cool. Take a deep breath in. You're doing great. On the exhale, press your chest close to your thighs. And then on the inhale, let's take a breathe in. Just breathe in, because words are hard. On the exhale, start to walk your hands back towards your feet. And make your way back to that forward fold. Yeah. Oh, nice. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart. Well, wait, you want to do it one more time?
Okay.
Yeah? Let's do it one more time. Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, let's fucking go. Okay, inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, your chest. Inhale, reach back up. And then exhale, fold, let that shit go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands on the inhale, walk your hands out, find that plank. And then when you find your plank, exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, let it go. Inhale for table. Hands and knees. Exhale, down dog. Tuck your toes, hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Very good job. Nice. How do you feel?
Feel great.
Nice. Yeah.
Feel a little sweaty now.
I do too.
Man,
We
you
just
missed out.
that was Sun Salutation A. My favorite emo song to do that to is I Caught Fire by The Used. It's such a fucking vibe. And when you do sun salutation, you activate every single muscle in your body. So if, say, you were to do 3 to 5 of those a day, like every morning, just like wake up and be like, fuck it, I'm just going to breathe and I'm going to move. I'm going to do that. You can literally add years to your life.
Hell yeah.
The mobility that you gain from just activating and moving those muscles is just, yeah. And you don't have to be flexible to do it.
No, because I'm not.
And you did it.
I did it. I'm here.
Yoga's for fucking everybody.
I'll get Matt to do it later. We'll
do it. You know, just run the recording and then try it when it's not recording and no one's
We're
watching.
not recording. I'll think about it.
I don't care. I want people to watch me do it.
Yes,
go,
please.
friends.
I mean, there's especially with men, there's kind of this like stigma where like yoga's not for men, it's only for women. And man, the studio I work at is all about like diversity. It's all about like yoga is for everybody. Like sometimes I'll have more men in my class than I do women, and I love it. I love it. We have elderly individuals who come in. We've got kids that come in. It's literally for everybody. Like, yeah, doesn't matter.
No,
we just move. We just move and we just breathe.
it's all about moving.
Yeah.
And
now,
I feel ready.
Yeah.
For the rest of my night.
Yeah, and you kind of move through your shoulders. And I mean, Matt, you can even do that sitting down. Just like you can just start rolling out your shoulders and just like rolling out your neck. Then your wrists. Yeah, and and chair yoga is a thing. Like one thing that you can do seated, you can do it in your chair right now. It's called a seated cat and cow. And like with an inhale, you pull your heart up and you lift your gaze. Like almost imagine like your heart being pulled up. And then on the exhale, just round your spine, tuck your chin, and you can kind of catch and kind of like lean back into it. And then like the inhale for cow, seated cow, just lift up your chest, lift your gaze, and exhale, just round through your spine. And like this motion, it can help. It can help, especially with like, obviously like do the
Office
podcast
work.
and spend a lot of time sitting. Like this can help just like opening up your chest.
Yeah. And that can help with people like working, like that are working in offices and stuff and sit in a chair all day. So.
Yes. I have so many different kinds of clients. I've worked with vets and I've so many. So it's really cool. The fact that yoga changes so many lives. It really does. Like I can talk about yoga like all day long. But really truly like it, not just the physical benefits that you get from it, from being able to like, I mean, it'll change the way you walk. It'll change the way you stand. It will change the way that you sit down. Like you can comfortably sit. You can comfortably stand. It'll change the way that you breathe. Like I have a lot of clients, especially clients who have asthma, will tell me, they'll be like, I have never in my life actually taken a full breath before like this class. Like,
wow.
Because like a lot of people will just breathe here. Like you just kind of breathe in your lungs. But when you fill up your chest, you can also fill up your diaphragm and your belly. Like you can place 2 hands here and like you can like, and you'll feel both rise. So yeah, I mean the benefits, physical, mental, it's just do yoga, y'all. Just do it. Be chaotic. Be the only man in that yoga studio. Please. Do it.
Hell yeah. Well, again, Chey, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for going over some yoga moves with me. Hope everybody watching, or listening, don't do it in your car. Don't do it. Don't try it in your car.
You can meditate in your car. Just breathe. That's what I do.
Breathing.
People piss me off and I breathe.
Focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So Matt and I, we're going to now that I'm all hot and sweaty, we're gonna dip into the unsigned pop punk news, and we will chat with you, Chey, later, and you'll hear this music and just stay with me. Oh, what's up, pop punk family, friends? It's time for the unsigned pop punk news. This was sweet. I'm all sweaty.
I finished my beer.
I finished my beer before I did my yoga. Yeah, that is awesome. If you ever have had an interest in doing yoga, try it out. It's good. I've done it a few different times, and I always feel like super loose and stretched out. My problem is routines. Keeping a routine is tough for me.
Too.
So it's the hardest part. Like I always find, like, when I work out, exercise in any capacity, yoga, going to the gym, I fucking love it. I enjoy it a lot. But routine, super tough for me. This is a routine that I can do because we've been doing it for almost 100 episodes now.
Yeah. So, Pat.
Yes.
We want to hear from people though, right?
Sure. We do.
And this is, you don't even know about this, but I want to give someone a shout out.
Okay.
Because
shout them out.
Reached out to us on Instagram, on our podcast Instagram, and they sent us their favorite story from our cliff diver episode.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So I want to say, Reggie, thank you so much for reaching out to us and telling us about how you put cliff diver lyrics on Twitter, and Twitter banned them because they didn't realize it was lyrics.
What?
And then they went to the cliff diver show, and Cliff Diver signed a vinyl record and got them at the merch table.
That's amazing.
Thanks, Reggie, for reaching out to us and letting us know that you listened and gave us the story.
Hell yeah. That's a great story too. Like, I hope Twitter got their shit together and let you have your account back. Otherwise, go to Threads. Okay?
Go to Threads.
Hang out. Let's hang out on Threads. But yeah, we want to hear more of that. Tell us your stories. It's awesome. Add us on Discord. Let's be pals.
Yeah.
Also, a thing that you've heard a lot, 15% off, or that's not true. 15% of every purchase of our gender equality shirts being donated to the Trevor Project, whose mission is to end suicide among LGBTQ youth. Help us in supporting that amazing cause and to support saving young LGBTQ lives. So you can go to our merch store. You can go to any event we're at. Anytime you pick up one of those shirts, it's going to be like 15% of every purchase is going to be donated to the Trevor Project. So help us.
Speaking of events, we just had the flea market 2 days ago as of the posting of this episode.
And it was fucking great. It was so
and you're gonna
great.
have to tell us. Well, your future us are probably over the moon with how great it was. Were you there though? Were you there?
Were you there? I was there. 100%. Me and Matt were there. And boy, it was awesome.
Life-changing.
If you didn't get to see it, hopefully you get to see the Punk Rock Flea Market 3 next summer.
Hell yeah.
So, but Twitch news, in the future, things are probably great at this point. This is almost September. I would assume that we've got everything back in order. We probably have our own emo yoga show now.
Yeah,
too.
Pat's hosting it.
Me and Chey hosting. Probably not, but Chey, if you're in, let's go. I'm in. Yeah, but that's it. That's the way the news goes. Thanks again to Chey for hanging out with us today. Thanks to Matt. Thanks to Gibby. Thanks to Ross, our freaking internet guru. Thanks to Lawrence for all the freaking sweet ass merch he makes. And yeah, thanks to the whole UPP family, all y'all for showing up and working and volunteering and listening to the podcast, watching our shows. Thanks to the whole fam. We love you. We can't express how much you mean to us, but we'll continue to try at the end of every episode every week.
Every week.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you so much to those of you who already are. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else you stream your podcasts. If you're in the position to help us grow and like behind the scenes access and exclusive shows, head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/ facebook.com/unsigned pop punk. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see on the show and what other content you'd like to see. Thank you all so much.